Hi, I'm Marion Davies, and this is Trailers from Hell. Today we're going to see a film that has a lot to answer for. Truthfully, it's a movie that it's the worst nightmare, I think, for any filmmaker to have your picture called the greatest film of all time, the greatest American film. This picture's been praised insanely, and the surprising thing is it's pretty worth it. It was made by the very young Orson Welles. By the time I met Orson, he was not very young, but still did a hell of a good magic trick. And he was funny and charming and kind of sad. But when you see this picture, Citizen Kane, you realize, wait, how old was he when he made this? It's pretty thrilling. Let's watch. RKO Radio Pictures. This is a very interesting trailer for a number of reasons. Orson, that's the royal wave, click. Orson Welles was at this time very famous for theater, but mostly as a radio star. And his Mercury players, all of whom were also just radio stars, we didn't know what they looked like. This is kind of a neat trailer because there's not one frame of Citizen Kane in it. It's all shot, especially for the trailer. That voice of Orson's is inimitable, except for the guy who did the brain on Pinky and the Brain. He had a great Orson Welles. Look, see the top of the set? I mean, this is just shot for the trailer to be silly. And I love the introduction of the Mercury players. Here's Joseph Cotton, and it's just silly. You know they shot this MOS, and then Orson yelled at him, and then brought him forward and made him laugh. Watch. This is just... maybe it was even a wardrobe test. I don't know, but that's a real laugh. Joe Cotton in his first role. Ruth Warrick, man, she was so good. Just being silly. Hi, we're on the stage. We're radio actors. A lot of these people, like this one, they went on to really tremendous careers. See a microphone in every shot. I don't know if you noticed that. And there's George Clooney. I love that guy. This is such a cool... The Crane. Ooh, Citizen Crane. Everett. This guy is like, what the hell is going on? They're just goofing around here. Agnes Moorehead in her first role and her biggest fans. Look at the guys in the silhouettes in the back with the lights. This is just insane. I love that. Like, here's the miniature Xanadu. We're back with Orson. It's awfully amazing that the producer, director, writer, star of the film is never seen on screen in the trailer. But we hear that voice. This is a great film. It's also genuinely funny. Much funnier than the trailer would lead you to believe. You can tell they're just fooling around. And it really is a coming attraction, a preview. I kind of admire the balls of it. Because these big close-ups of people that no one has ever seen talking about a character they don't know who it is. The stories of William Randolph Hearst quashing the picture are true. He spent a lot of time and energy trying to make sure that this picture was not seen. Although it gave it a kind of controversial status. Orson lived down, I don't know how you say that. He had to live down the genius of this picture the rest of his life. And he made so many great pictures. Touch of Evil, Chimes at Midnight. I mean, he continued to make great stuff, but, they'd say, well, it's no Citizen Kane. That's my problem. My first film was Schlock, and they say, well, he's still at it. Orson Welles, Citizen Kane, it is one of the great movies. Boy, when there's no one on screen, it's boring, isn't it? No, because you're just hearing me, and I don't have that great voice. Although I do like the credit that Orson gets here. The boom goes away, a great Greg Tolan Shaft of Light, a Mercury production by Orson Welles, Citizen Kane, an RKO picture.
What's the real truth about Charles Foster Kane? I wish you'd come to this theater when Citizen Kane plays here and decide for yourself.